Hi there, this is John Drew here from Elevated Planet, and today I am here with three others. We've got Jole, who is my co-founder at Elevated Planet. Hi there, Jole.
Hello.
And we've also got Laurie Lamson. And Laurie, how are you doing?
Sorry about that. I am wonderful. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
That's, yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Thank you, Laurie. And also Aoibhinn, because people do,
Aoibhinn, yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Aoibhinn. Yeah, I always
Yeah.
call it Aoibhinn, but it's really Aoibhinn.
Yeah, but you know what, John? A lot of English people do. So,
Mm,
I just go with it. It's grand. It's
yeah.
grand. Anyway, it's lovely to be here. I'm absolutely delighted and thrilled. And yeah, perfect. Let's go.
Thank you, Aoibhinn. So I'm looking forward to this. This is the second one we've done today because we did the UK version of this at what would have been, like 4 o'clock in the morning, US time, California time, that is. So clearly we needed to rerun for this one. And we've got Laurie, who's going to do her piece live. We've got our recordings from earlier for Jole and for Aoibhinn. And so we're going to run those as well, rather than repeat exactly the same thing over again. And it should all dovetail together very nicely. Now, I just want to give a little bit of background. As you can see, my name is John Drew. I am the co-founder of Elevated Planet along with Jole. The inspiration for this came back in 2018 when I had my first ever mediumistic reading, which really shocked me out of my left brain westernized version of reality, never to return. So it was amazing because I wasn't into this otherworldly type of stuff at all. I just was very left brain. I was in finance for decades and decades. And so, everything was numbers, it was logic, it was all that kind of thing. And then my daughter went for a reading in early 2018 and came back with a bunch of messages for me from the other side, which I thought was crazy because I didn't even think I didn't really even believe it. But then it was so precise and so on point. I thought, well, how can this be so? I'd better go and have a reading. So I went and had a reading. That 1 hour reading changed my life because I came out of there realizing that life would never be the same because I couldn't think of life the same way. And I thought, well, if I was wrong, how wrong was I? So I then spent this last 5 years researching to find out how wrong I was. And I was absolutely blown away. I thought, wow, it's kind of really been a major focus for my life because it's just so mind expanding. It makes you realize that life is way more joyous than I had ever realized. And the one thing that I really took out of that mediumistic reading was the fact that it was really healing for me. I didn't even know I needed healing, but I felt so good afterwards. I thought something this good should not be hidden in the shadows. So it then began this journey to create something which brings this thing more into the mainstream, which is where I think it really belongs. But of course, our left brain logic says, well, this isn't true anyway, so why would you focus on this? So I'm trying to reach out to mainstream and those who are already on the spiritual journey. So back in 2020, early 2020, I happened to be in Los Angeles. I went into Mystic Journey bookstore and I had a reading with Jole Gabrielle, who is here, who's my co-founder. Jole Morton, as you can see on the screen, but Jole Gabrielle to us now. So it was an amazing reading. It was so incredible. It just blew me away. And I just realized at that moment in time that when I was going to create something that was bringing this into the mainstream, I wanted Jole there with me because her level of talent was such that I could do this if I had somebody of Jole's immense talent alongside me to help to create this, then, this was going to work. So we've been working at this for the last couple of years now and now we're doing live events as of today. And I'm very excited about this. We've got our readers and healers on our elevatedplanet.life website, and people can go on and book readings. And in fact, you can book readings with Jole. You can book readings with Aoibhinn. You can book readings with Laurie, readings and healings. So all of us here today, I won't do a reading for you. That you don't have to worry about. I'm just here to join the bits and pieces together. But nevertheless, that's the story of why Elevated Planet exists. Is the other thing to mention as well, questions. If there are any questions, if people would be happy to send it through the elevatedplanet.life website, because there we have a contact page where you can drop your questions, and then we can make sure they get directed to whoever the question is for, and then we will respond to you accordingly. So any questions out there, we welcome. Please do keep them coming. So, okay, guys, I think we're ready to roll, right? We're going to start with Jole. So I am going to switch screens now, and we will then follow with Aoibhinn, and then we will follow with Laurie.